Welcome. I'm Jessica Tejan, and this is the Evolving to Exceptional podcast, where we talk about reaching peak performance in our workplaces, homes, and communities so that we can live our best life possible, an exceptional life. Welcome to this week's episode of the Evolving to Exceptional podcast. I'm Jessica Tejan. And this week, I want to share with you a interesting topic, a unique topic about my process of reflecting on 2024 and my year-end review. And this year, when I started to engage in this process and reflect on my experiences, I had a pretty interesting insight, one that surprised me. And I decided to open it up and share it publicly, but to allow you and others to consider this in your own life and your own reflection on the past year, on 2024, through maybe a different lens. So my 2024 both started and ended with a surgery. At the start, I had surgery to remove my gallbladder, and by the end, my husband had his appendix removed. Both unplanned, both challenging. The chaos at the start and end of the year, however, is not an accurate or real reflection of the year overall. In fact, as I took time to reflect on this year, it was absent from many of the milestones we look for to mark our progression each year and in life in general. What went according to plan this year? Well, nothing. What didn't go according to plan? Just about everything. Quite literally, I did not accomplish any of the goals or plans as I'd originally defined them. In fact, I didn't even set very many goals or targets this year to begin with. After an incredibly challenging 2023 filled with betrayal, bad investments, and being sick more often than not, as I entered 2024, all I wanted was it to be better than 2023. I thought consciously or subconsciously that by expecting less of 2024, I might avoid disappointment. Unfortunately, I think it also impacted the likelihood of being blessed. The few expectations or goals I did set were thwarted left and right. In every attempt to hire, outsource, or contract work, I experienced delays and disappointments. Each exciting opportunity led to tremendous insight and growth, but not necessarily finalized results or clear next steps. Without clear accomplishments and achievements to point to as indicators of my progress or results, I was forced to dig deeper into what my year encapsulated and how it impacted me. I use a technique I call real reflection. REAL in caps, that taps into the various neural networks in the human body to elicit insights and observations. R, review. What do I really know, think, perceive, or understand about this year? E, explore. What do I truly feel, value, find important, or relate to about this year? A, act. What do I deeply identify with or sense to take action on this year? L, learn. What is the most creative, compassionate, and courageous next step? As I utilized this practice, I began to realize that just because my year didn't consist of the typical milestones that are traditionally indicative of progress and success in life doesn't mean I did nothing all year. But anyway, let's start with what I didn't do. I didn't get pregnant, married, or divorced. I didn't change jobs or get a promotion. Didn't accomplish major goals or financial targets. I didn't buy, remodel, or decorate a house. I didn't get a car, bike, or boat. I didn't take any fancy, exciting, or exotic vacations. Upon review, I recognized I just didn't have many of the typical, albeit maybe superficial, accomplishments or milestones to share. What did I actually think, feel, or do in 2024? I turned 40. I celebrated 10 years of marriage, and I dove deep into the depths of darkness within myself. The latter took up far more of my time and energy than I ever could have anticipated. I spent most of my year taking and applying what I've discovered, learned, and created to myself. I tried all of my tools and techniques. I reviewed my courses, gleaning their insights and wisdom for me. Then I wove together my lessons and learnings to create a beautiful tapestry. Through all this, I learned how to become and be more of me, so I could not just enlighten others, but exemplify a new way of being. Day by day, and in the smallest of ways, I changed my ways of being. I became more present, beginning to notice and increase awareness around and within me. I realized the importance of coherence and regulating my body into balance. I learned to feel my feelings more fully. I discovered how to reprocess my experiences to think more clearly. I unearthed actions aligned with my own authenticity and intuitive wisdom within. The work I accomplished can't be captured in a list. The work I did was harder than any action or achievement. This year, I focused on my innermost ways of being, on healing my past heartbreaks and healing. Most importantly, I realized how the work I did is only really just the start. I've only just begun to clear and clean the scum from my pond. As I do, more will emerge from deep under the surface of myself, and with it, more opportunities to face it and clear it away. To some, my year-end review might appear to be inadequate or incomplete, but to me, it reflects truly the hardest work I've ever done at all. A conscious choice to become more of me, freed from patterns of pain preventing me from feeling free. I've learned the work we do on ourselves is truly the most important work of all. For when we intentionally invest in evolving ourselves, we expand our human capacity and enhance our experiences and lives. I'd like you to take a moment and just reflect. Consider your own year of 2024 through this lens and using the Real Reflection practice. How did you evolve, grow, and transform in 2024? What do you know, think, feel, find important, or sense to take action on that will impact your 2025? As I went through this process and as I shared these insights and this wisdom with all of you, I recognized that the more traditional ways in which I would measure my sense of accomplishment and achievement just didn't apply. But in actuality, the discovery that the work that I've done within myself and the power of that work and the importance of that work and how that work will impact my marriage, my family, my friendships, my work, and my life is so much greater than any of the awards, any of the milestones, any of the achievements that I have achieved throughout my life up until this point. So I encourage you to consider this lens, to consider as you reflect on your own performance in your own life, what is the work you're doing on yourself? And if you haven't done it, if this doesn't describe your past years, consider whether 2025 is actually the year that you dive deeply into the depths of yourself, where you dive into who you are, into who you want to become, and into how you transform your past pains and patterns and the challenges that are preventing you from showing up in ways that you would like to show up in the world today. If this is interesting to you, if this message calls to you, reach out to us. We have a library of free resources any of our subscribers get. If you want to check out our Real Reflection process, a practice in detail, it's in our library. Just subscribe on our website and you'll get access to that and a ton of resources. If you want to go deeper, if you are a leader, if you are someone who really wants to do this work, reach out to us. We'd love to work with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, I want to remind you to keep evolving, keep growing, keep rewiring your neural pathways so that you can live your best life, an exceptional life. Have a wonderful day, and we'll be back again next week.